Well, hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your channeled intuitive forecast from the Gasmic Tarot. As we expand on your energies, here's your weekly reading. General reading. Take what resonates. Leave the rest for everyone else. If it does resonate, if you want me to resonate with your energy, you want to claim the reading, just throw a comment below the video. Also, if you want to tell me where you're watching from, throw a comment below the video. I always get a kick out of that. Thank you. All right. I have a few cards here. Wow. Lots of air. Look at that. Okay. Thanks again for your likes. Thanks for clicking the button to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you. Also, at the end of the video, a story of manifestation to help you with your manifestation project practice if you want to watch all the way through. Let's have a little macchiato for the medium. Okay. By the way, somebody's spirit is here. Claire. I don't. Are you trying to say Claire or Clear, young lady? Okay, Claire. So I don't know if she had a nickname, but she's saying her name is Claire. She's not that old. She says thank you. She doesn't look that old anyway. So she passed when she wasn't in her senior years. Okay. Anyway, if that means anything to you, throw a comment below the video. Okay, so what do we have? We have the 5 of air. We have the 10 of air. We have the 6 of water, messenger of fire, and the queen of air. So lots of air signs here. Interesting. Lots of air cards. All right. So let us get started, shall we? So the five is about something feels a little tense. Maybe there's a feeling of conflict this week. And you know that conflict is our inner guidance, our inner way, that tightness in our belly that tells us something doesn't feel the way, the experience that we want. It is an opportunity so that we know what we don't want, so there's growth there. But just remember to follow the authentic version of yourself. Dealing with conflict, when you're dealing with someone who's behaving badly, my thought process there is, and it seems to work, just look at them as a 5-year-old having problems with their own homework. Young soul. You would never get angry with a 5-year-old. You would never interact in a way that was of anger with a 5-year-old because they're 5. And so when you're dealing with a big fat baby, even though they might be 50, just take that in mind. It's going to help you deal with this person this week. Honestly, the only thing you have control over is your reaction. You can't control them. All right, the 10 is about graceful endings. So there's a possibility that there's some kind of end to this conflict, end to this dealing with this person in that way, and that's by you taking control of how you react. You've got the 6 of water here, and water signs, they're always about something delicious and fluffy and wonderful, and the 6 is about going back in time, in your mindset, and rethinking, revisiting a time where things were much more peaceful for you, much more calm. So sweet memories, that are triggered as you remember the past, to enjoy those warm memories. That's going to help you just put all this to bed. You've got this messenger of fire here who, I'm telling you, she looks like a young Michelle Pfeiffer. I know, I always say that, but she does. I mean, if you take a look at this card, Look at the face. You tell me she doesn't look like a young Meg Ryan there. Come on. And the messenger is about getting that gusto back. So towards the end of this week, you're going to get that gusto back. You're going to get that verve for that new adventure. you're determined to succeed in a project. You're really creative, really headstrong, and you've got the Queen of Air here as well. And the Queen is about setting those boundaries. So maybe you're dealing with this person, and they're just off the ranch. And as you're dealing with them, they're just unreasonable. They don't make any sense. They're causing drama. And you're just like, put the boundary. What's acceptable to you? What's not acceptable? Okay, somebody's coming in and saying this is your mother or mother-in-law that you're dealing with. And it's really hard to put boundaries and say, hey, Ma, shut up. You can't really say that. See, Mom, I'd really appreciate it if ... Remember, you're dealing with a 5-year-old having problems with their math homework. How would you talk to a 5-year-old without being so condescending to your mother or your mother-in-law? I'd really appreciate it if you would, not... You can't say, hey, I'd really appreciate it if you stay the F out of my business. You can't really say that. So, I'd really appreciate it if you would keep your opinions to yourself here. This is my life, and I'm trying to live it best I can. So thanks. I love you too. I love you. But you can't do this. Okay? So, just like you talk to the fire, oh, honey, although I love your artwork, I'd really appreciate it if you'd stop drawing on the wall. Here's some great paper for you to draw on. All right? Thank you. Same thing. Okay. What do we have? Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups. We've got Page of Pentacles. Another page. Okay. We've got the King. Oops. We've got a little bit of disappointment at the beginning of the week. Okay. There was one that fell on the floor. Excuse me while I grab it. All right. So, remember we were talking about tension and conflict, and the situation is at this point where it's like, something's missing, something doesn't feel right. You're waking up anxious. You've got agita, stomach problems, digestion, diarrhea from this situation. And, someone's not playing fairly. So if it is your mom or your mom-in-law, if it's someone else in your space, you can resonate with this, where there's just this, it's out of your control. So don't let it infiltrate your energy space. Now, something else is going on here. We were talking about nostalgia this week. We're also talking about getting all fired up again, setting boundaries. And there's something going on here with a side gig, a small business, career, where you're figuring out ways to work smarter, not harder this week. Good news coming in from the page. The page that all that turquoise is that throat chakra, which is about creativity, which is about artistic endeavors, creative endeavors. And good news coming in here. Your cup, is being filled. Then you've also got the Page of Pentacles. Again, good news coming in. We've got yellow here, which is solar plexus chakra, finding your strength, finding your moxie, your determination. Back to that Michelle Pfeiffer card. Combined with a little bit of green, heart healing in the heart chakra. You're healing because you're setting boundaries. And when we set boundaries, we don't allow people to infiltrate. When we know that everyone that we're dealing with who behaves badly is a 5-year-old having problems with their homework, okay, then we can heal and we can find our strength. And then we have that creative flow. This is about progress on projects. This is about increases in money. You got the King of Cups. So you're combining that smarter, not harder, with following the tickle in your heart, the passion. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune, as my spirit says in the background. This is about, in career, it could be about bringing money in, money, luck, old cycles ending. So the old cycle where people think that you're a pushover, which of course you're not. You're just very kind and very nice. But that cycle, you're going, stands with a fist, you know? If you remember that from Dances with Wolves, stands with a fist. Nobody bothered her after that. This is the karmic cycle of that ending and you bringing in and opening up to opportunity that's coming. So really, really, really good reading for you this week. Before we get to the story, I want to thank you guys for likes. Thanks for clicking the button to subscribe to the channel. Now let's get to the story. This is a story about manifesting in anger I call Bad Chihuahua. A little macchiato. Okay, so many years ago, I had a beautiful little Chihuahua, my first of a few. And I was in a relationship of the married variety. My birthday was coming up, and I threw so many hints out that I wanted another Chihuahua as a playmate to my existing Chihuahua. My husband did not. My birthday came, my husband got me something else, didn't catch the hint. And so when the birthday was over, he gave me my present. He goes, "Gee, you seem a little disappointed." And out of anger, I said, "I wanted a Chihuahua. Didn't you get the hint?" Very angry. Well, the next day, while going over friends, they were having a cake for me. And one of my female relatives showed up who had never spent more than $25 on a gift card for me for any kind of gift in decades, plural. And she comes and brings me this Chihuahua, purebred. Now, she had no idea I was looking for a Chihuahua. I hadn't been in contact with her until then. Anyway, she brings me the dog. Now, what happens when we manifest out of anger? Sure, we're still manifesting because you manifest all the time. Was it what I prefer? Well, this dog cried all the time, 24/7. He peed on everything. He chewed everything. And after a year of trying to train him, to work with him, he peed on my other Chihuahua, lifted his leg and peed all over her. That was it. I had to find him another home. So I went through 1 year of torture after manifesting in anger. If I had manifested it out of that positive territory of emotions, I might have got the outcome that I prefer. So, moral of the story, stay light. Another moral of the story, always when you want to manifest, let it go. And manifestation could be as easy as just saying what you want. But once you say it, let it out of your mind. Things come real quick when you can do that. You also have to believe that anything is possible. Now, the only thing that's not possible in my repertoire is that I'm going to grow taller at this age. Not going to happen. Anything else is still on the table. All right, hey guys, if you like the story, throw a comment below the video. If you didn't like the story, honey, you know what you can do. That's right. You cannot watch all the way through. Enjoy the journey. We'll see you next time. Have a great week.